Now at 6, crews respond to a fire at a massive chicken barn in Newton County. Plus, a serious crash in Joplin takes place at the same intersection as Sunday night's fatal motorcycle crash. And Shasta Power delays solar farm survey results despite a moratorium deadline.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Newton County firefighters respond to 2 fires this morning. One fire claimed a large chicken barn near Fairview. The other was at an abandoned home near Shoal Creek. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. We begin with the fire at the chicken barns near Zebra Drive and Mulberry Road in Newton County. Multiple area departments responded to the scene around 10 a.m. Authorities say the 600-foot structure housed 13,000 chickens. The drone video shows the entire building collapsed. While no firefighter injuries were reported, the structure and the livestock are considered a total loss. Authorities asked for assistance concerning another fire in Newton County this morning. Crews responded to the 600 block of East Glendale Road just before 8. The house has been unlivable since a previous fire at the same location. The Newton County Sheriff's Office has reached out to the public for any information regarding suspicious activities. Authorities respond to a serious crash in Joplin. This happened just after 7:30 at West 7th and Central City Road. While details continue to emerge, authorities say the T-bone crash involved an SUV and a sports car. Crews took 2 people to area hospitals with unknown injuries. The crash happened at the same intersection where a motorcyclist had a fatal crash on Sunday. Let's check in with meteorologist Donald O'Keefe now for a first look at the weather.
Well, it's been a great couple of days, and even today was pretty nice as well. You can see the nice sunset behind me with some increasing clouds, but right now 54 degrees, clear skies, northeast winds at 10 miles an hour. It is going to start to get a little bit breezy as we go through tonight, but like I said, it's been pretty nice. Over the last couple of days, we got up to 69 degrees for our high today. The average is 49 degrees. That means we're 20 degrees above average for this time of year. But there is a cold front that's pushing through tonight. That's going to drop temperatures down to about 35 degrees for our low. Winds, like I said, could gust up to 25 miles an hour for tonight. All right, let me take you through tonight through tomorrow morning. So this is tonight. We're going to have increasing cloud cover until we get to tomorrow morning. Then we're going to see temperatures right around that low 30s to mid 30s range. As we get into Wednesday afternoon, staying mostly sunny, they'll rebound back to about the mid to upper 50s. We're also tracking some rain chances this weekend. I'll have those details coming up.
Catch you in a few. The Miami, Oklahoma Public School District is asking voters to approve a $15.7 million issue to fund safety and facility upgrades with no projected tax increase. The proposal would keep the mill rate at 29 cents per $100 of assessed value, while paying for new exterior walls and secure doors at Nichols Elementary and a new playground at the Will Rogers facility. The bond narrowly failed in the fall of 2025 by just 2 votes short of the required supermajority. District leaders say this election is a second chance to address essential safety needs. They can't be put off any longer. Polls close at 7 at the top of the hour. Shasta Power representative was expected to address Crawford County, Kansas commissioners this morning, but didn't show up. The company set today as a deadline to have survey results done, hoping to also get commissioners to lift a moratorium on solar development. KOAM's Kenny Foreman reports.
This morning, the Crawford County Commission met expecting survey results from Shasta Power. They were then told that Shasta's John Kopiak would not be in attendance.
I talked to him yesterday, and the survey's not fully complete now. There's a couple people that request a little bit more time, so I'm here to report to you that he'll be here. Hopefully it'll be finished real quick, and he can be here and give you the numbers.
The survey Shasta is doing is in hopes to get enough support that it can convince commissioners to lift a moratorium on solar development. Kopiak later provided KOAM with a statement regarding the delay in the survey results from those neighboring the property. Currently, 19 homeowners are in support of the project with a desire for compensation, with 8 opposed. He cited the 10 undecided homeowners as the main holdup and wants to give them more time. District 2 Commissioner Tom Moody doesn't know exactly what's next, but still plans to see the survey data.
I feel that they will come back. I don't doubt that one bit. Whether they will have that, the surveys and numbers, that remains to be seen. But I'm sure there's more questions that need to be answered.
In Crawford County, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Compiac has not given an exact timetable to have the full survey results ready. Port KC commissioners voted to sever ties with Platform Ventures after the company changed plans for a South Kansas City warehouse. The building was promised for manufacturing and distribution in exchange for public tax incentives. Well, now it might become an ICE detention facility. Port KC's CEO says the company never told him about the change.
Ultimately, we think that any developer, if they're coming back and doing something different than what was promised to the public, they should have to answer to the public on that.
Stevens says changing the building's purpose could hurt the entire intermodal complex and drive away current tenants. Platform Ventures owns the building and land, so Port KC can't stop the sale, but commissioners can block the company from future public-private partnerships. A new season starts with new leadership for the Panthers. That's coming up. Brian's going to take a closer look at the three-sport athlete heading up to the Hogan football program. But up first, proposed regulations might have an impact on deer hunting in the Show Me State. Seems Missouri deer hunters might have a few new rules to follow next season. Officials hope the changes will help fight chronic wasting disease while simplifying regulations overall. KOIM's Nellie Lopez spoke with a Missouri Department of Conservation deer program leader about the proposal.
Thankfully, due to our surveillance efforts that have allowed us to detect the disease early where it exists, and then our management efforts has helped to keep that infection rate or the percentage of the population that has the disease to low levels at this point.
Most Missouri counties see less than 1% of deer infected with chronic wasting disease, also known as CWD, each year. But it does spread, which is why the Missouri Department of Conservation wants to make some changes.
Almost 500,000 deer hunters in the state of Missouri. And so we certainly recognize the importance of that tradition and are trying to do everything we can to work with hunters and landowners to ensure that we maintain a healthy deer population that is sustainable and that our folks can enjoy for years to come.
Part of that effort is to ensure regulations are effective in chronic wasting disease areas. One proposal is removing an extra 5 days of CWD firearms deer season at the end of November. They didn't see an increase in harvest during that portion, but they did get negative feedback.
That recommendation was a direct result of the feedback that we received from hunters in terms of the complexity of the season structure. So by eliminating the CWD portion of deer season, it really won't affect harvest that much, but it will simplify the structure of deer season.
Another change is requiring landowners to have at least 20 acres, not just 5, in a CWD core area before they can get management permits.
A lot of permits were issued for those properties, and we weren't seeing a great return in terms of the number of deer harvested. So there's one. The second advantage is just simplicity. Again, going back to the fact that to qualify for no-cost deer and turkey hunting permits, a landowner would have to have 20 acres.
A few changes to help maintain a healthy herd of deer. In Southwest Missouri, Nellie Lopez, KOAM News.
The Missouri Department of Conservation invites the public to comment on these proposed regulation changes. The deadline to respond is February 14th. If the proposals pass, they will go into effect on July 1st. A little bit later, a nonprofit helps single parents in Joplin continue their college education.
And we're going to see above average temperatures the rest of this week. We are going to see rain chances this weekend. I'll have those details coming up.
Here's your Skywatch weather forecast from the trusted Roper Kia Weather Center.
Well, today turned out to be a pretty nice day, but we do have a cold front that's making its way in. Taking a look at our Skywatch storm tracker, there's a low pressure system right behind my head in the Great Lakes, and that has a cold front pretty much draped all the way down to Texas, and that's bringing in some colder air from the north. We're going to see temperatures drop back down to the mid-30s tonight. Let's take a look at our regional temperature. You can see that cold air starting to make its way in. We are kind of blending a little bit of warmer air from the south, but mostly that cold front is starting to take over for tonight. But we got up to 69 degrees today. The average is 49 29 degrees for this time of year. So that means we are 20 degrees above average. And like I said, it's been so nice, but what's a better way to end a nice day with a beautiful sunset behind me? You can see nice pinks and reds in the clouds behind me. It's a great way to end a nice, beautiful day. Current conditions though, 54 degrees, clear skies, winds out of the northeast, about 10 miles an hour. So get out and have a nice evening walk, because we're going to see temperatures gradually cool down as we get into the night. And like I said, we're going to have some increasing cloud cover by tomorrow morning. But for tonight, we're going to see that cold front start to push in. Temperatures are going to be dropping low of 35 degrees. We're going to see a bit of breezy conditions. Winds can be gusting up to 25 miles an hour for tonight. All right, let's take you through the next couple of days. Tonight through tomorrow morning, there's that cold front starting to make its way in. That's going to bring temperatures down back into the low to mid 30s across the region tomorrow morning. By the time we get to Wednesday afternoon, that sun's going to start coming out, and we're going to be warming back up to about the mid to upper 50s, even low 60s down in the southern counties. Wednesday night, we are going to have some increasing cloud cover, but we're going to be seeing temperatures in the low or upper 30s for us by Thursday morning. Then Thursday afternoon, we're going to see those temperatures rebound back to the low 60s for the area. For tomorrow, though, we're going to see nice sunny skies. A bit cooler, though, high of 57 degrees, so a little bit cooler than it was for today. And we're going to drop down to 40 degrees for tomorrow night, partly cloudy skies, winds at southeast about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So taking a look outside at the Indigo Sky Casino Resort Cam, you can see it's a bit sunny. It hasn't updated the camera, but still, it's a beautiful evening out there. And we're in desperate need of some rain right now. Our drought tracker has pretty significant drought across the region. We are having moderate, severe, even extreme drought down there south of I-44. So rain is needed, but there is hope in sight. Let's take a look at our upper level flow, what's coming for our area over the weekend. So this is Thursday. There's a low pressure system out there to the west that's going to slowly make its way into our area. By the time we get to Friday, it's going to push just enough energy and moisture into our area where maybe we could see a couple of showers by Friday morning. But by Friday afternoon, that's going to push out. But as we get into Friday night, Saturday, now that system really starts to push in. Now we're going to see those rain chances increase significantly, and by Saturday night into Sunday morning, we dry out and a high pressure system builds back in, and those temperatures look to rebound. Let's take a closer look. This is Thursday. Temperatures in the low 60s. We can see that rain maybe start to push in Friday morning, but by Friday afternoon, we'll be back into about the mid 60s. Then that rain really starts to build in. We might even hear a rumble or thunder with this system pushing in as well. Temperatures in the mid 50s. That pushes out Saturday night into Sunday. Now we're going to rebound back to about the mid 50s. So taking a look at our 7 to 10 day here, we're going to be 57 degrees for tomorrow, a bit cooler, low 60s through the rest of the week. Rain arrives Friday night into Saturday, cooling things off. Then we can rebound back to the upper 60s and low 70s by next week.
That looks good, and a bit of rain is welcome right now.
Definitely needed.
Sure. Thanks, Donald. If the weather has you inspired to get out and do some things before it rains, well, don't worry, we've got you covered. You can go to this handy QR code. It'll take you straight to the events page of our website, koamnewsnow.com. Just scan it with your phone. You'll find information on all kinds of events, including family fun and plenty of community happenings. That's the events page at koamnewsnow.com. 100 Women Who Care donated more than $5,000 to the Aspire program in Joplin. Aspire is a program for single parents who are in college to help them stay in college. Aspire achieves this goal through assistance with car repairs, childcare, and other things that can be a barrier for a single parent to stay in college.
You know, Aspire helps those single parents that are really working hard to get that college education, to improve their family environment, to make a vocation, not just a job.
Aspire says the donation will go to help 5 students. Still ahead, baseball season's rapidly approaching with spring training underway. Those details next. And the Colgan Panthers have hired their next football coach. We'll hear from their new leader coming up in spring.
A new era of Colgan football is on the horizon. Following the departure of Sean Seamatter as head coach in December, the Panthers found their new leader, with a Colgan alum coming home. Former Panthers 3-sport athlete and Pitt State graduate Stu Jeck has been hired as Colgan's next football coach, joining a prestigious group as the Panthers' 4th head coach since 1961. As a Colgan athlete, Jack was part of 5 state championship teams, later returned as an assistant coach for the Panthers, winning 2 more state titles. And now Jack returns home as Royal Blue runs through he and his family's veins.
When you're coming home to coach football at a school that, really kind of set the future for me on what I wanted to do, it's a really special thing. Truly is a dream come true for us. I'm honored to be part of such an incredible lineage of coaches. And, I'm a Coach Smith guy. That's where I started my career. I had the opportunity to play for him and then got to coach with him for 2 seasons and just learned so much, and then got to have another 2 more seasons with Coach Seamatter. And my dad played for Coach Crispino, so it goes back a long ways. And the experience that I got from those guys, I've really taken a lot with me everywhere I've gone, and kind of found myself along the way as well. But it is truly honor to be part of such a great coaching history at St. Mary's Colgan.
During his time as an assistant coach with Colgan from 2014 to 2019, Jack worked with now former head coach Sean Seamatter. Talking with the Panthers' new lead man, Jack emphasized the bond and relationship he shares with Seamatter and his excitement to continue where his friend and mentor left off.
It just makes it that much sweeter. I want to continue the success that he's had and just continue to build on the tradition that he took from Coach Smith, and he's done such a great job with it. And he's a dear friend, a true friend, and it's going to be exciting to have him, not far from gone, but, always someone to lean on as I get to go through this transition of taking over a program. And, a lot of what I do is what he and I did together there for a few years, and learned so much from him in those, just those 2 seasons. But it is an awesome thing to come in after a guy who you have so much respect for.
Jack says he'll finish the school year in Colorado at Manitou Springs High School before moving back to Pittsburgh. The old saying goes, when one door closes, another opens. And for sports fans, we're feeling that right now. While football season has come to a close with the Seahawks Super Bowl win, baseball season is officially upon us. Today, pitchers and catchers report to spring training as teams will begin their workouts for their battery mates ranging from today to Thursday. The Royals' first workouts are tomorrow, while the Cardinals open up on Thursday. Full team workouts are right around the corner as well, starting either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, with Kansas City and St. Louis kicking off on Monday. Then the first spring training games will be played on February 20th. That's it for sports. We're back with more after the break.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Pittsburgh votes to renew its contract for police flock cameras despite a neighboring department's recent misuse scandal. Plus, Miami residents decide a $15.7 million school bond after it failed by just 2 votes last fall. And doctors explain how to spot the difference between winter allergies and the common cold. Those stories, a lot more, of course, it's all coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Hey, don't forget you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get those severe weather updates sent straight to your phone. It's absolutely free of charge. You'll find it in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Feels a lot more like spring than winter out there, Donald.
Oh yeah, taking a look out at the high winds casino, you can see nice clear conditions out there, and we're going to stay above average for the next week and a half. We're going to be cooling down a bit tomorrow, might be even some rain chances this weekend, but back to the 70s by next week as well.
Yeah, sounds really nice. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.